Welcome back to my Lobotomy Corporation bedtime story reading. This is Hitori, and I will be helping you fall asleep with some ambient audio and OST from our favorite game as I learn more about Lobotomy Corporation's abnormalities. In the last video, we read about Funeral of the Dead Butterflies. This time, it'll be about You Must Be Happy. This is now the 19th video of the series. Check the entire playlist on the card on the upper right of this video. By the way, next week is Halloween week. Upon this upload, we will have 1 hour special for 6 abnormalities each upload date. So don't forget to subscribe so that you can take a listen. Let's begin. You Must Be Happy. P-09-94. This is a Zion abnormality in the form of a big capsule-like machine with an upper and lower section. The upper part is like a half circle with a small screen on top and with several electrical antennas on the top. The lower part acts like a platform with some stair steps at the bottom. At the bottom, 2 robotic arms come from both sides, and from below, just 1 arm at the left. Origin. This machine was used in a city to fix the nerve tissues of the back of the brain. The machinery was for surgery, curing, and helping the people who used it. The question was, the only difference of if they got healthy or worsened. Do you love your city? Although unknown from where or how it arrived to the facility, the mentioned city is implied to refer to the city, the vast urban complex that Lobotomy Corporation itself lies as a part of. Ability. You Must Be Happy's ability is activated while at work. When an employee is sent, the agent will stand on the platform as the robotic arm starts to interact with the employee, and on the small screen, a blue yes and a red no starts to switch constantly. The switching of the words will start slow, but after a period of time, they will get faster and faster, until reaching a certain point where the switching is unpredictable. The player must stop the work to trigger the last effect. If the work is stopped while the screen is yes, the employee will get a buff of every stat depending on the amount of time spent in the work, up to 100 rage stat base stat inclusive. If it is stopped at no, the employee will get a debuff for every stat, depending on the amount of time spent in the work. Cannot decrease the base stats below 30. If the agent uses the machine more than 4 times in the same day, it will get killed at the end of the last work by the arms. If the employee has more than 200 points in the total of debuff stat made by the machine, they will die at the end of the day. The buff or debuff is removed at the end of the day. The abnormality will stop by itself if the player tries to pause the game, stopping them from any abuse to stop at the right moment. However, the player can still change the speed freely. Log and method. These are the interaction amounts to unlock log and method. 10 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Log. A mysterious worn-out machine used for operations. This machine was designed to pull back the skull and destroy nerve tissues safely and efficiently. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. Those who answered yes to the question, "Do you love your city?" were deemed cured. Those who answered no weren't allowed to discharge. The longer the machine is in use, the better a person becomes. Furthermore, the longer it is used, the faster the question will change. Method. When an employee uses the machine, they will experience an increase in all their stats. The stats will increase greater the longer the machine is used. Be sure to stop the machine only when it displays yes. If it is stopped while on no, all the stats will drop as much as they were due to increase. The increased stats will return to normal the next day. However, employees who gain more than 200 points in their stats will vanish the next day. Caution: there once was an incident where an employee who used the machine for 5 times or more in a single day exploded on the spot. Trivia. This abnormality is the first tool abnormality that requires the player's concentration and timing skills during usage to yield a specific outcome, as the abnormality ends usage itself when pausing time. It is classified under trauma, as the machine coerces people into picking a favorite outcome, disregarding the queried people's personal feelings and beliefs. While the queried may only pick the favored option if they want what's best for themselves. In specific, this abnormality contains an allegory about the city itself. "You Must Be Happy" has an aberration seemingly called "Have You Become Strong?" appearing in Limbus Company. The machine does not apply a buff or debuff until the agent has left the machine. If an agent has been in the machine long enough that the lethal 200-point threshold is reached, they can survive by staying in the machine until the day ends. Okay, now this is one of those machines that I was not able to actually exploit because simply I just have the worst reflexes. First of all, the moment I got this, everybody in chat were just immediately use it. And I did. Fortunately, I didn't use the same employee to work on it for like a long time or even repeated times for me to see an employee explode while using this abnormality. Isn't that nice? So the only reason why I don't use this is because usually I get the click no. Is this abnormality sick? Of course it is. But if you must use it, as the wiki said, use with caution. Now if you have tips or interesting details about this abnormality, please comment about it down below. If you like, you can also catch my stream in Twitch and here on YouTube so that you can assist me if you're a veteran in the game. If you want more Project Moon content from me, please don't hesitate to like the video. You can also support me further with my Patreon. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank my current Patreon supporters who are shown on the screen, as well as my Twitch subscribers. And to always let you know that I appreciate all your interactions in the video. Truly. This thanks is also extended to you who's currently watching. Anyway, until next time, I hope you rest easy.